Yeah, we bring reviews of your house, talk to our dudes of your house. I bring my views of your house, wrestling truths of your house. We talk to you in your house, we keeps it cool in your house, we keeps it cool in your house. I'm spitting truths in your house. Yeah. Mark's hating on his fans, Becky Nish on the man. Play you with two like a lions, household a dangerous alliance. I am an like Cody, and I'm overcoming like Kobe. No, they cannot hold me. Come listen, I'm hosting, critiquing, I'm boasting. This wrestling I'm knowing.
My name is Brian Pillman Jr., and you're listening to the In Your Howse podcast. This is Austin Theory of Evolve, and you're listening to the In Your Howse podcast.
This is AEW's Darby Allin, and you're listening to In Your Howse podcast.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to In Your Howse, starring Alakan House. This is the People's Podcast. Hey guys, you already know who it is. It's your boy Khan, ready to get at work when it comes to this professional wrestling business. That is what we do, and hey, we love it. So let me let you guys know where you guys can listen to this at. You guys can listen to this at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Himalaya. Hey, you don't have an Apple device? That's alright. We're on Google Play. Anywhere that you guys are, hey, we can get to you. And, ooh, yeah, boy, you already know what it is. We give you that work, this professional wrestling business every single time, guys. The 14 different countries across these great United States and locally right here in Indiana. Ho, you guys wasn't ready for it In Your Howse brought to the table, but we brought it, and we brought it super strong, and we're still bringing it to you strong. We're keeping it strong. We're strengthening, you know what I mean? And the reason that I say that is because pretty big deal going on over here at In Your Howse. A lot to talk about. A whole lot of energy. I wanted to talk a little bit about something that we got going on with us that's going to be starting. Well, let me prefix it with this. We thought it was going to be starting this week, but some scheduling issues. My camera guy, he's on vacation this week. It's summer, you know what I mean? It's summer, and you know he's a young cat, and he's, you know, going out of town doing his thing, and it just slipped my mind. So it should have been starting this week, but most definitely it's going to be starting next week. And In Your Howse has struck somewhat of a deal with Oriental Wrestling Entertainment UK, and we will be doing a weekly show called OWE Weekly that will be presented across all platforms that OWE has available to them, including Nothing Else on .tv, their social medias, all kinds of different. It's huge. It's a great opportunity for In Your Howse, and with that being said, I couldn't do this one alone, and it's Thursday, so I brought in our executive producer of the In Your Howse show and now executive producer of OWE Weekly, Prince Paradox. How you doing, bro?
Oh, I'm doing great, brother. It's big news. It's an exciting episode we're going to have here on the podcast today.
Yes, absolutely, man. Absolutely. And, man, OWE is making big waves, man. Big waves. And I'm so happy to be a part of this, man. I mean, think about it. We just watched OWE's Shima absolutely kill it at a Fight for the Fallen just a couple of weeks ago. And now us here at In Your Howse are going to be representing that great brand.
Oh, yeah. It's a huge step forward, and just a little bit I've seen in recent months, just getting familiar with OWE it's been great. I believe we talked about it on the first episode of the In Your Howse web show, but the match with Logan and can't remember
General
who
Gao.
it was, but
It was General Gao.
yeah, like that match was freaking incredible. The
Yeah.
stuff with Shima and Strong Hearts and AEW, man, I'm so excited for this opportunity.
Oh yeah, so excited to be part of one of the hottest brands. Not just, not just in China, man. I mean, they're spreading over to the UK. They're gonna be in Toronto. Hopefully, they come to the US very soon. And man, I'm telling you, if you're not hip to OWE, if you're not hip to Oriental Wrestling Entertainment, you need to get hip to it. I'm not just saying that, guys. I'm not just saying that because we're going to be working with them. I'll say this. I can't fake that kind of excitement. You know what I mean? Like the excitement that is very real with OWE, the buzz. This promotion is heating up. I mean, you have guys representing that brand coming over at the hottest brands in America right now, and that's AEW, man. That's AEW because they're killing it for me. They're batting 1,000. All Out is coming up next, and man, this OWE representation, the relationship that they have with AEW, man, Paradox. So happy to be working with them, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure. And like you said, it's not something that we're putting on just because we've got this agreement, this deal with OWE. It's not anything like that because at heart, we're wrestling fans, and I like finding new things to enjoy. And OWE has not disappointed. Like you said, working with AEW, which is batting 1,000 with me as well. Like it's always good and exciting to find a new promotion to watch and enjoy, and they give you that work, and there's a little bit for everyone, you know?
Yeah, and like you said, man, you said it. OWE has something for everybody, bro. I mean, you're absolutely right, and man, they're they are really spreading the love of OWE. They're taking it to Toronto. Now it's going to be in the UK, and man, it's looking like they're going to be worldwide, bro.
Oh yeah, and it's much deserved. I mean, the quality product they put on, like I'm glad to see them expand because they deserve that audience, whether it be, you know, just expanding a little at a time or going full force like we're seeing now. And, you know, I see a lot of potential for them to grow and be as well known in the States as New Japan is. I mean, there's really no reason why they wouldn't.
Oh, no, I agree with that, man. I agree with that. And they have a great roster, a fantastic roster. I just talked to Hyperstreak. When you guys listen to this, it'll be Thursday morning, but that Hyperstreak episode will be out tomorrow. So Friday, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is 11 a.m. over there in England, guys, London and whatnot. So definitely, you guys want to check that out, and that's going to be a fantastic episode. But right now, we're talking about In Your Howse working with OWE to put on the show OWE Weekly. And man, another thing that I wanted to touch on that they're doing so well. They have a lot of tournaments coming up, man. Some fantastic tournaments. OWE United Kingdom launches on the 18th of September with shows in London and Liverpool. Man, all the action. It's going to be so great. They're taking the show on the road. And, man, you've never experienced a wrestling promotion like this before. You just haven't. I mean, to be quite honest, it's truly East meets West ideology. I mean, they have talents from China, Taiwan, Japan. They clash with talents from Europe, the UK, and even right here in these United States, and we get to cover all that, Paradox, so that's going to be heavy, man.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a lot to cover, but I'm just so ready to, you know, sit down, see these tournaments. I am a sucker for a tournament. Love the ring stuff was like my shit, both in the video games and just watching stuff growing up, but like, I'm so ready to cover these tournaments. There's so much good talent from all around the world, like you said, and it's going to be a hell of a clinic for, you know, a substantial amount of weeks until we get these champions crowned over in OWE, you know?
Oh, man, yes. It's going to be fun, man. It's going to be so much fun. You have the OWE Tag Team Championship Tournament, 16 teams that are going to compete. They've already announced quite a number of talent already, such as the Strong Hearts, Arrows of Hungary, the Super Sharp Brothers, Anti-Fun Police, the UK Hooligans, Roy and Zach Knight, the Gym Nasty Boys, the International Superstars, and the Kings of the North. The question that I want to know is, man, with the relationship that OWE has with AEW, Paradox, what do you think about AEW sending any teams to compete over in this tournament?
I hope they do. I really do. I figure it would give, at least from the United States standpoint, a huge rub to OWE UK. Get some of our more domestic crowd familiarized with them, because they're going to follow the AEW talents wherever they go. So if we could get, SCU or, Dark Order, if we get one AEW team in this tournament, I think it'll be enough to help kind of put the foot in the door of the States a little bit, get them that little bit more exposure over here.
Oh, I agree with that. I totally agree with that. That would help them out tremendously, and it looked good on the tournament. The tournament already looks good. Let me go ahead and say that. I mean, some of these teams I've already had the pleasure to talk to. I had a chance to talk to the Super Sharp Brothers and also the Gym Nasty Boys, and talking to both these teams, man. They're ready. They're ready for this tournament, and with tournaments, man, it's a race. It's not a race. It's a marathon, and you got to be able to pace yourself and be able to keep yourself preserved, because that's a lot of matches to have within the span of 5 days. Out of the teams that I just mentioned, the Strong Hearts, Arrows of Hungary, Super Sharp Brothers, Anti-Fun Police, the UK Hooligans, Gym Nasty Boys, International Superstars, and the Kings of the North, who do you think has a good chance out of the field that we have so far of taking this thing?
My brain wants to go with the Kings of the North. I've not seen a lot of their work, but I really I like what I've seen. But my bias heart is going to go with those Super Sharp Brothers. I love the amount of heat they're getting. I love their shtick. I love everything about their in-ring work, their character work, their promos. I am a fan of these Super Sharp Brothers. Oh,
I'm a huge fan of the Super Sharp Brothers. They're fun. They're not too fun. I mean, they're getting booed out of China. They're almost getting killed, man. These guys almost getting killed over some chicken, bro. Like, these guys, they're amazing.
Gonna get killed over chicken. Imagine what they're gonna get over the belt. I'll tell you that.
Big facts. You tell no lies there, bro. But man, the Strong Hearts, 2 teams from the Strong Hearts, man. 2 teams from the Strong Hearts. You got to think that Strong Heart representation is very, very strong. So I think right now the Strong Hearts got to be my favorites right now because of the heavy representation that they have going into this tournament.
Oh, yeah, that's a fair point. You know what they say, the numbers don't lie and they spell disaster. Something along those lines. But no, the Strong Hearts are a solid team, and they always put on a great performance. So I could see that being a very apt pick for the OWE UK Tag Team Champion.
Oh man, I'm so excited for that tournament in September. That's in Liverpool. Man, there is so much going on with OWE. They are. To be quite honest, they're doing a whole lot, and it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me because now I'm not sure if you noticed, but they're also going to be in Toronto.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I had something in my throat there, but yeah, the World Takeover that they've got going on, you know, I'm glad they're going to be in Toronto because I feel like Canada's the first step between coming here to the U.S. and. And I think they'll do well in Toronto. Toronto's a very solid wrestling city, so I'm ready to see how the Canadian fans take it.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. That's definitely going to be a good step for them. They're going to be there the 7th and 10th of August. Teams such as Strong Hearts. There will be some AEW representation in this one, as SoCal Uncensored and the Dark Order will be featured at this OWE Toronto show. Tickets via the link on the OWE Facebook page. We'll get that information for you. But that's going to be a heavy show, man. So we were just talking about AEW. AEW representing OWE, and they happen to be doing it in Toronto, man. So what do you think about that?
I was unaware until you just said it.
Yeah.
But I think it's funny that those are the two teams that we were throwing out for the tag team tournament from AEW, and they're going to be at the Toronto show. So that's kind of funny. But like I said, I'm stoked. I hope it gives them enough of a rub to get some of these fans on this side of the Atlantic to open their eyes to OWE and just see just how damn good they are.
Absolutely, absolutely. This, I'm telling you, and we're telling you here at In Your Howse, guys. OWE is the goods. It's the honest truth. It's just the honest truth. You've seen their representation with AEW. I tell you no lies. You've seen that representation on Double or Nothing. You've seen that representation on Fight for the Fallen. You've seen that representation at Fyter Fest. It's undeniable. It's undeniable. When you sit down and watch what these guys from OWE do, you're gonna become a fan. You just are, because they're doing moves that people aren't seeing, and it's totally changing the game. They've already taken Shanghai by storm, which is their original founding location, Shanghai, China, and they're bringing wrestling back to China in a big way, in a way that it's really never been seen before, and it's just huge. And now it's coming over from China and going over to the UK for these tournaments. There's so much to talk about. We're not going to talk about every single thing on this show. We're not. We have to save some gems for OWE Weekly, and OWE Weekly. Let me ask you this, as of course our executive producer of not just the In Your Howse show, but now a show that we're going to be putting a lot of steam behind, OWE Weekly, as the EP, the executive producer of the show. Do you have any thoughts or insights or anything special that you want to do for this show, or do you just want to let the audience wait and see? What are your thoughts on that, man?
My biggest goal is for it to be very much still retain our own spin on things. I don't want to have it look just like every other. You know, you tune into like Cultaholic or Wrestle Talk, or like all these YouTube channels have like the same basic format, and I want to avoid that. I want it to be something unique, something people can grab onto, and I think with the team we have and the amount of work we're willing to put in, I think we have the potential, not to give, again, like you said, I don't want to give too much away, but I do very much want it to stand out as a product of its own, and I think we've got the right people to do it.
I think so too. I think so too. This relationship between ourselves and OWE is fantastic, man. OWE UK specifically, it's fantastic. So happy to be representing that brand, and you're right, man. We want to make it feel like something different, like what we do with the video show, which is awesome, which is awesome, and people really vibe with that. I wanted to follow that same model, because I think that people do things like, podcasts, you know what I mean? Like podcasts, they'll really show you shots of them, in their studio that they're in. They have their headsets on and microphones right there. And a lot of it, that's a good look. Like, that's a good look. That's great. But what I want OWE Weekly to be is, we, with OWE UK's permission, of course, which I do believe that should be okay as long as we go through the proper channels. I want to be able to show certain highlights on this show, you know what I mean, for people that will watch OWE Weekly, because we don't want this to be too extremely long. We want this to be a snapshot of what you can catch on OWE on Nothing Else on .tv. We give you a snapshot. If you want to see the rest, you have to go to Nothing Else on .tv and see these weekly episodic, these shows that they drop, these shows that they're dropping, and you want to check that out. But we're trying to be the gateway to get them there. You know what I mean, bro?
Oh, yeah. For sure. And like you said, if we can, it shouldn't be too much of an issue considering our relationship with them and the proper paperwork licensing, all that good technical BS that no one wants to hear about. But yeah, if we could show the fans just a snapshot of what they're not getting elsewhere, it's gonna put that that desire up to be like, hey, I want to see more of this. And like you said, the format we have with the In Your Howse show is great. The model we have is great, and I really feel like I feel like all the pieces are there. Again, I really don't want to get very down specifics on here on the podcast because I feel like it'll lose a bit of the luster. But yeah, no, I agree with what you're saying 100%.
Yeah. So we just want to be able to. We want to be the gateway between any wayward fans that are looking for something different or have heard of OWE through watching AEW and want to learn more about OWE. We want to bridge that gap. We want to represent OWE at the highest of levels. We want OWE Weekly to be something that is featured on OWE's official Facebook page, their official Twitter. We want it to be on all their platforms, on Nothing Else on .tv. We are hungry. We want to represent OWE to the fullest. That is what we're going to do. And the reason that I feel so passionate about it, just to let you guys know, the reason I feel so passionate about it is because I've sat down and watched these shows. And this is a show that you need to get behind, because they're making all the right steps, making all the right moves. Shima is incredible. He was an incredible representation. I still say, and I'm doubling down right now, that him and Kenny Omega had the match of the night, in my personal opinion, at Fight for the Fallen. It was an incredible match, and I gotta tell you, they're making all the right moves, Paradox, and we at In Your Howse are so happy and so privileged and so just so blessed to be a part of even just a small part of what this is going to be in the future, bro. Oh yeah,
like you said, they Shima and Kenny Omega had a phenomenal match. I will go and rewatch that thing 12 times within the next week. I can guarantee it. And it's kind of, we say it all the time. Get on this bandwagon, get on or get gone.
Yeah.
Well, we put our bandwagon on another bandwagon. We're towing the line for two different, caravans. And you know what? If you jump on one or the other, why not both? But if you have to pick one, you're not going to be disappointed.
I agree with that.
Between In Your Howse and OWE, there's no shortage of entertainment. If you are a wrestling fan, if you watched wrestling once, come on, give us a shout. We will pull you back in. We got the tools, we got the work, we got them.
Absolutely, man. You know what's crazy to me, bro? And I'll tell you real quick. You brought it up earlier in the pod, Docs. You brought up the fact that we have already talked about OWE on a previous episode of In Your Howse, and I gotta I'm gonna tell you something that you might not have known about that episode, and that's this, bro. That's the fact that just that episode, I had at least 4 or 5 people asking me, inboxing me, what's OWE? How can I find it? Where can I find it at?
Really? That is awesome. especially because that was, like I said, the first or second episode of the video show, and piquing that interest in OWE is exactly what we need to be doing, man. Like, and if we're already getting people to give them a checkout, like, hell yeah, step one.
Exactly, bro. Because let me just say, and I'm going to put you guys over real quick, and that's because, bro, that's because the household is one of the most loyal fan bases. Period, bro. I mean, they just follow everything that we do.
Oh yeah, the household is great. Like, ever since Realnet joined up with us and became an official part of the In Your Howse brand,
Yeah.
hell, like, about a week ago, like, I was having a rough day and posted stats about it, and my inbox just, like, lit up with people I've not met or met just once, just like, yo, dude, we here, we got you. And it's like, what the hell is this? It's great, but, like, I am so confused right now.
Bro, the household is great, man. I'm telling you, and once here's the cold hard facts, and it doesn't matter what you think about me. It doesn't matter what you think about Docs. It doesn't matter what you think about Mikey Hutch. It doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is this, like, things stick to us. Like, we have a way about us that when we feel passionate about something, we have this vibe, this buzz, this energy. We know how to do it. You know what I mean? And that's why this relationship with OWE fits us so well, because it is something that we're legitimately excited about. It is something that we legitimately want people to know about. There's no fake in here, bro. It's real because OWE is real, and what we give the household is real. So when they hear that authenticity, that realness, it not just somebody reading a script, because we don't do that. I've looked up and read my shit when it comes to OWE. You know why? Because I think it's fucking awesome. So it's not fraudulent here, it's real. And when I say that we are so excited and honored to be a part of this, to be able to put this thing together and make it happen, bro, I mean it, because OWE is something hot. In Your Howse is something hot. You get two things that are flaming hot right there, just like that, just buzzing. You get an inferno, bro, and from an inferno comes great success.
Oh yeah, I couldn't say it any better myself without reading from a teleprompter, which we don't do here In Your Howse. We as many people who might think that we do, but no, like, yeah, between these two hot commodities, and like you said, what we do is genuine, and we're passionate, and I feel like we've always been, even when we were shooting your first two music videos and stuff, you could just see that if you get these minds together and give them something they can actually care about, all we needed was an opportunity, and now we've got an opportunity to put our all into something and get it, well, I mean, not saying they're not over, but to get them over with our fan base and to help them expand and develop just as we're expanding and developing. It's like you said, two flames come together, making an inferno, and this wildfire is going to stretch, and we're going to burn the place down.
I agree, bro. I totally agree with that, man. And all the things. Well, once again, we can only go over so much because we have to save so much for the OWE Weekly Show that we're gonna give 110% on. Shout out to Sean McMahon. Shout out to Jay Apter of OWE UK. You guys are amazing. Definitely. Jay, I highly recommend you going back and playing Alan Wake again. That game was freaking amazing. But yeah, man. Definitely. But in all seriousness, we are so grateful for the opportunity, and I know our camera guy, he was on vacation, you know, and we're going to take care of that. But trust me, next week we're going to go twice as hard. And I know I can speak for myself, and I know I can speak for my dedicated team as well, that we're going to spam everybody with this information for the next week. We're going to buzz this thing up, man, because it's amazing, man. So happy to be doing this. So happy to be working with OWE UK to represent this great brand that is growing and gonna really just kill it. If you don't know, now you know. So it's your choice. Hop on this bandwagon, get on or get gone, because OWE UK is about to go very, very strong. And with that being said, this is your time, Paradox. This is your opportunity to plug away, my friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Real Club and household alike, I am Doc. This is Con, and we are here to bring you that work. And if you haven't bought a shirt, what are you doing with your life? Buy a shirt, buy a hoodie, prowrestlingtees.com/inyourhouse, and be sure to stay tuned for the OWE Oriental Wrestling Entertainment Weekly Show, brought to you by your favorite household, the In Your House crew. So again, stay tuned. If you don't love what we're going to be doing, you're not only wrong, but you're stupid. And you're ugly, just like your mom.
Yes, big facts. Bro, another Thursday, another great episode. Thanks so much for taking the time to come on again, bro.
Oh, yeah, thanks for having me. It's one of my favorite days of the week now. So
Absolutely. Same here, bro. Same here. And he's right. Thursday is one of our favorite days of the week, because that's when we give you guys that work. And we did that today. We gave you that work, guys, for another great episode of In Your House. But that's what we do. So let me let you guys know where you guys can listen to this at. You guys can listen to this at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Himalaya. Hey, you don't have an Apple device? That's all right. We're on Google Play. Anywhere that you guys are, hey, we can get to you. Check us out October 5th, Heroes and Legends 13, Fort Wayne, Indiana. We are the official podcast of the entire event, and if you can't make it, but we really hope you can make it, check your boy out on Fight TV, me and Jason Saint on commentary. Guys, what are you doing? Buy a shirt. He told you already, www.prowrestlingtees.com/inyourhouse. Check out OWE Weekly, brought to you by Riddleman, brought to you by Household Entertainment. Oh yes, In Your House. Guys, we tell you this all the time. Hop on this bandwagon. Get on or get gone. Because the household, well, we're going strong. You guys have a great day and a great rest of your week. Peace.